Hi, my name is DeeDee Weiman. I'm the assistant softball coach at Cal State Fullerton. I'd like to bring you a video today talking about the up pitches, the rise ball, the screw ball, a screwing fastball, and a rise curve. In this video, I'm going to touch on the basic mechanics of the fastball at the very beginning, and I'm going to use three pitchers that have very different body types to show you how mechanically they look a little bit different in throwing the same pitch. With our first pitcher, I'm going to show you her throwing just fastballs. I think it's very important for young pitchers who are learning to throw pitches. I think it's very important that they establish good fundamentals first before they start mixing up pitches. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the fundamentals of the fastball real quickly as we have our pitcher demonstrating the fastball. And she's going to demonstrate the fastball hitting spots low in and low out as I'm discussing this. So what you're going to notice about our pitcher is that she has nice loose presentation. She slides that front foot as she's coming into the beginning of her pitch. She has nice bend in the legs as she's driving out towards the catcher. Okay, loose arms, grip behind her body, right there. Nice quick start. She gets good leg drive out towards her catcher. Her arms are going out nice and fluidly. She has a good snap at the bottom, good leg drag, and a nice finish. Okay, she gets her hips open right here and then closes them really well. Okay, she has good weight shift, meaning she's shifting her weight from her back leg to her front leg, and she has good body posture. She's not bending over forward or from left to right. Okay. Little tilted back at the end, so let's stand up real tall. Nice, and that's a great location. Our first pitcher is going to show you the grip for her fastball, and then she's going to show her the alternate grip for the screw ball, the sliding screw. The first grip our pitcher is going to show you is for a fastball. She's got a 4-seam rotation grip here. She's gripping it on the C. Her fingers are spread out nicely. She's got the seams tucked into her knuckles, and she's got her thumb on the seam on the back side. Okay, so a lot of pitchers I see sometimes try to get the thumb over here on the side, and it's much more like a claw, and they get less rotation on the ball. So she's got good thumb placement there. Off of this pitch, we're going to show you the grip for the sliding screw ball. So slightly skewed fastball to the left, fingers over the seams, thumb in the same location. She's coming through like a fastball. She's going to snap tight and then let everything kind of rotate to the right. The hand's going to come through to the right, and the snap's going to come up to her right shoulder. And then her back hip's going to go in towards the hitter. From a front view, it looks like that, a little shorter on your snap. What we like to do when we're working on pitches is work short, about half distance and a walk through, to really get our snaps and our spins going on each pitch. Okay, so as the catcher nods, you know it's a good pitch. It's really a pitch that's going to go low and in, and it's going to go left to right. Okay, you want to make sure you don't drop your shoulder down to the right too far, and you don't lose your weight to the right too much. You want to come at her like a fastball and then peel in. Those are excellent. Okay, so now she's going to show us what it looks like from the mound. Okay, actually she throws this two different ways. One is going to go from left to right on the inside of a righty, and she can also throw one that goes left and down and in. And both ways are very effective. There we go. Excellent. Let's try to bring one a little down more. Those are good. as you can see, it's a very effective pitch, and I think it can be best used to get ahead of hitters or come back from being behind on hitters, and if you make it break enough, it can be a go-to. The next pitch we're going to show you is the screwball. Our first pitcher is going to show you her grip for the screwball. Okay, so she's going to grip it middle and a ring finger split to the left, a curl with the right finger, and the thumb is on the back seam. Okay, so there you go. Okay, the screwball from the side view is going to look starting from the X. She's going to come through, weights coming forward into that front side, hands tucked a little. She's going to snap on the inside of that leg and then pull through to the right as the weight's coming through to the right, and the elbow stays real tight by the body. Good, excellent. Okay, from the front view, good, nice tight spin off that back hip. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce this weighted ball. This is the shut weighted ball, and it's got great seams, and it's got the blue and white, so you can see good rotation on this ball. The rotation you're looking for on this ball is going to be a bullet spin. So why don't you go ahead and just, so as you're rotating through, you're going to see the ball, and it's going to rotate like a bullet spin coming in towards the hitter, and you'll be able to better see that as she's throwing. But I'm going to have her loosen up the spins with this weighted ball. I really prefer that our pitchers warm up with the weighted ball to get the spins going and get good wrist snap and good finish. So she's going to be short about half distance, do about 5 or 10 wrist snap drills with the weighted ball, pick up the regular ball, and then throw from the mound. A little sooner. As you can tell, some of them go up a little bit. We really want to get it to go from left to right. So you got to make sure that your weight doesn't fall back as you're throwing this pitch. Good. So she's going to throw about 10 good ones of those, in theory, not now. And then she's going to pick up the regular ball once she gets loose and come a little further back and throw it as hard as she can, getting the spin and getting the location down. I really like doing the shorter work. It helps to lead to consistency in location and break. Stand up a little bit more. Get in here standing up. You're breaking off here a little bit. And also come through. You got it. Better? Good, there we go. Okay, from the mound. Good. Nice. Fell off a little bit with the right shoulder there. Coming through. So as you can tell, if she's throwing this pitch, you want to make sure that you're getting the ball coming over the inside of the plate, and then we're breaking it into the hitter and keeping it nice and low about where your knees are at. It's also important, I want to talk about something really quickly. We call this line right here a power line. And I like all the pitchers to draw this line from the middle of the mound so they can tell where their feet are going to be placed as they plant. On the screwball, you have to be careful that you don't step to the left and break open your pitch too much. You want to step right towards your catcher as you would your fastball. Think fastball, fastball, fastball all the way. get into your hip, work your snap, and your finish. Okay, you don't want to start these pitches too soon with your body or you're going to lose sharp break. It's going to be very, what I call, loopy. So what I'd like to do is show you 2 other pitchers with different body types throwing the same pitch. Here's our next pitcher throwing the screwball, and this is one of her best pitches, so it'll be a little bit different look than our first pitcher. As you can tell, she can on occasion throw this pitch a little higher, so she's got to work on making sure she stands up tall and keeps that snap tight. Yeah, there we go. And this is our third pitcher demonstrating the screwball for you. Another great pitch for her, and it's a little bit more of a powerful pitch. So watch to see some of the things that she does well with this and some of the things she may not do so well. As you can tell, she throws very, very hard, but we have a tendency a little bit to break down here and go in. We want to stay nice and tall and keep that snap in here and keep this hand, this bicep and this elbow in tight. So we can keep the break on the inside of the plate. We don't break it off too into the hitter. Nice. Really keep an eye on the rotation as you're watching her throw this pitch. Woo! That one drop curved. You're straightening out a little bit today. Okay. Keep this tight. Let yourself scoop in it a little bit more. Okay, she's getting a little upward spin on it, as you can tell, so we need to still work on really cutting the bottom of this. It's coming through a little bit and letting it come up. One more. Excellent. There we go. The next pitch I want to discuss is a rise ball. The first thing that I want to talk about is the grip. I wanted to show you 4 different grips for this pitch. Okay, so my grip used to be middle and ring finger split to the left, and then curl this finger around the right, and then there's the thumb. Okay, the second one is very similar, only up slightly more on the ball, curl, thumb. This is really close to how I throw it. And the thumb, same thing there. Okay, so as you can tell, very similar, just a little bit different location on the ball, but really getting that curl going so we can get a nice twist of the doorknob down here. Okay, thank you. Okay, so she's going to demonstrate for us from the X position sideways what the snap and release is going to look like, what the body position is going to be like, and then she's going to do it directly towards you. Here we go. So here we go. We're coming down. We're going to snap here, right up this back hip. I personally like to think nice and long off this leg. Some people like to think more of a scoop in towards the belly button, but you want to get in like a fastball. Once you get in this leg, we're going to twist the doorknob, and then the upper body is going to rotate, and then we're going to finish. Nice and tight with the thumb up and the hand nice and tight by the chest. Okay, so why don't you do it towards him. Okay, one more time. Good. So you're going to see actually the weight's going to be a little back as we're here. The weight's going to sink a little back so we can get a nice angle on the ball, snap, bring this back leg into this front side, pop back a little bit. Okay, so we want to go with the weighted ball. She's going to demonstrate a drill with the weighted ball. That's our first way to work on this to get good snap. Catcher standing up. Good. So the rotation you're going to see is a bullet spin, and the spin's going to be on the bottom of the ball. Okay, after she's thrown about 10 or so with the weighted ball, she's going to pick up the regular ball, scoot back a bit, and do some spins with the regular ball. Okay, and she's really visually looking at the catcher and trying to start it at the knees, bring it into the chest. Little tighter at the bottom. There you go. You really have to make sure that you rotate the hips open to get the hand in there and get nice lift on the ball. Okay, so now she's going to demonstrate this pitch from the mound. Here you go. Okay, just rise ball down the middle. We'll show you the other ways to throw this in a minute. Nice. What you're looking for is a nice sharp break, just like that. As the ball reaches the plate and slightly in front of the plate, it's going to lift up nicely, just like she did. Okay, you don't want it to break too soon, and we're not trying to throw this high and flat. We're trying to throw it low, so the hitter thinks it's a low pitch, and then it's going to break sharp as it gets in front of the plate. Okay. Here's our second pitcher demonstrating the rise ball. Also throws the rise ball very hard and very well. Nice. Good break. Just getting the pitch a little high. That's just a matter of her letting her hand get through her hip a little bit too much. She needs to really break this off a little sooner off this back hip. Start it a little lower. She's got really great movement, as you can tell. One more. Nice. Our third pitcher is going to demonstrate the rise ball, but before she throws, I want to explain how for each pitcher the rise ball can be very different. For our third pitcher, she uses the rise ball as a great chase pitch. She's mostly a drop and drop curve pitcher, so her rise ball is a great pitch. She can locate it low or high. She likes to throw it inside a lot, and it's a good pitch inside and up and under the arms as a chase pitch off of her down pitches. So she's going to demonstrate. That was nice. A little higher. There we go. The next drill is a great drill to work on getting the low rise ball going. So what our next pitcher is going to do is work throwing the ball under the rope and up into the catcher. It's a good visual tool to use to get the hand low on this pitch. Here you go. And the rope can be adjusted based on your pitcher's skill level. There we go. A little lower. Here we go. There we go. At the college level, you'll notice that there are not a lot of pitchers that throw the rise ball very well, although I think we have several of them here that can do that, especially this one. What makes her rise ball a very effective tool is that she can throw it at different heights. So I want her and our other pitcher to demonstrate them throwing this pitch low and high. The low rise ball is very effective for a first pitch strike or to come back when you're behind. The batter is fooled a lot of times because I think it's a down pitch or it's a flat fastball. So I want her to demonstrate low rise ball and then higher rise ball so you can see the difference. Okay, when she's throwing the low rise ball, you can watch her. She gets that back leg down a little bit more and starts her snap a little bit more off this back leg and a little sooner, and the high rise ball is a little later. Excellent. So low rise ball is going to be a little bit below the hitter's knees as it comes up into her thigh and her hip area. Nice rise. Very nice. Okay, now why don't you show us a little bit of a higher rise, more of a chase on the inside. Nice. Nice. Okay, next she's going to demonstrate for us the same pitch, the higher rise ball on the outside of the plate. So we're going to see just a straight up rise ball on the outside of the plate, which is also another great pitch for her. Okay, so her adjustment on this pitch as opposed to the inside is basically the angle of her body and where her step is at. Inside, she's stepping towards the inside of the plate. Where she wants to throw the outside, she's going to step towards the outside. She's really got to watch to make sure that she gets that hand in tight by her belly button and her torso and doesn't allow her body to rotate too much. Okay, so she's got to really think about getting this elbow bent, nice tight snap, and scooping towards the belly button and nice and tight up the middle of her body with her thumb up. Nice. I think the one thing about this video that I really wanted to do is show you that they do throw some bad pitches and show the adjustment these pitchers are making as they throw better ones, so you can see the perfect ones and the ones that they're not throwing well and how they're making their adjustment. The next pitch we're going to talk about is the rise curve. First we're going to show you the grip and the rotation of the ball and your finish for the curve, and then we're going to show the difference in that for the rise curve. So the grip for the curve can be split finger with a curl, thumb on the bottom of that seam. I've also seen it gripped, split finger, a little bit more, ring finger to the left, middle finger to the left, a little harder of a tuck, and the thumb straight on the bottom. Okay, so for the curve ball, we're in the X position. You're going to work, tuck that elbow as it's coming down behind the hip, start to pull our left shoulder as we rotate off that hip and around, and then the hip comes through. Okay, one more time. And the X for the fastball, tuck the elbow behind, snapping tight around the hip, tight twirl, and finish through to the left hip. Why don't you do it forward towards him. Okay, and forward towards you looks like X, tuck, pull, snap, finish. Okay? One more time. X, tuck. Okay. So first she's going to demonstrate the curve ball for you. So she would normally shorten up with the weighted ball, work the curve ball with the weighted ball, then do the walkthrough. We're going to show the curve ball from the mound and then the rise curve off of that. And then we'll have our second pitcher show you the difference. Watch for the rotation. It should be side to side. Okay, so she's got her power line. She's going to step slightly to the right of her power line for the curve ball. The left shoulder starts to pull. She's got the hand tucked behind the hip. We're going to snap, tight twist into this left hip. Nice. Back leg drags hard. As it comes through, boom, the hip follows. Okay. If you get on top of it, it'll go down a little bit. Okay. One more good one. You want to keep this pitch nice and low. You don't want to lift it up. Nice and low off the hitter's knees. Here we go. You can throw this pitch for a strike, or you can throw it off the plate for a chase pitch to set up hitters. There we go. Okay, so the rise curve, the difference in the rise curve, same grip, same thought. We're going to think curve ball, but then we're going to pull our snap all the way through and rotate through to our left shoulder with the thumb up. Okay, so boom. Okay, so she's going to throw us to rise curve. Rise curve is a great pitch to use as a chase pitch for a hard-hitting right-handed hitter. When you're looking at the plate, you want to see the ball come through the zone, almost off the hitter's left hip, all the way through the right shoulder. It's on the outside plate, so you want to see a nice 45-degree angle as it's breaking out and away from the hitter. Sometimes you'll get more curve than rise, which still is not a bad miss, but you really want to get the both at the same time. Nice. Make sure we're really keeping it tight here and then go straight up. Okay, really tight by the body. And don't let your weight fall back to the right. Keep it going left. Let the hip come through. Nice. There we go. Here's our next pitcher. She's going to demonstrate the curve ball on the low outside of the plate and then the rise curve. There we go. Those last two were curveballs, and we're going to do the rise curve. Okay, so don't lift. Think, get it in front, pull it through. Let the side come through, okay? Boom. She's leaving it right there. Exaggerate. Think cheek. Nice. That's the ending of our video. Hopefully that helps you with some of your questions you may have about the pitches, screwball, rise curve. Good luck this season, and thanks for listening.